on consignment. Murphy Radio Company of Mumbai sent consignment of 500 radio sets to Narendra Trading Company of Dharwad at a pro forma invoice price of rupees 320 each. So first first transaction for sending. So first transaction here for sending consignment of 500 radio set to Dharwad company. Okay, so here consignment account is debited with the consignee's account. Okay, so first entry should be in consignment account. Here there should be 2 goods sent on consignment account. How much? 500 units into 320 rupees. Total how much amount here? 500 into 320. 1,60,000, right? So amount here 1,60,000. 1,60,000. Next, what they say here? Murphy Radio Company paid freight charges amounting rupees 3,600. So 3,600. It's an expenses paid by consigner. So that should also be added to the cost of the goods here. So it should be debited to consignment account here to freight. What they have said here? Cash account in bracket mention freight charges. Freight charges how much? 3,600. 3,600. Okay, now next what they said here, in transit 50 sets were totally damaged and became unusable. So they sent total 500 radio sets, but during the transportation process 50 radio set damaged, and the condition of the radio is they are unable to use. Okay, that means it is a loss. It is a loss to Murphy company. Before this loss happened before reaching goods to the Narendra Trading Company, that is consignee. Before reaching to the consignee, goods damaged here. That means to consignee, how many goods reached? 500 minus 50, 450 goods reached. So he can sell only 450 goods, not more than that. Okay, so that means here this 50 goods, 50 radio set lost, where it should be recorded here. Okay, here first we have to calculate how much loss company has incurred here. Then it should be credited to consignment account here. So how much loss they incurred? Working note 1, calculation of loss. Okay, so actual price of the goods lost here, so that is 50 units into 320 rupees per unit, 320, plus portion of non-recurring expenses. Okay, so non-recurring expenses they paid 3,600 for 500 units. Now we have to calculate for only 50 units. So plus 3,600 divided by 500 into 50. So 50 into 320, how much? 50 into 320, 16,000. Next 3,600 divided by 50, divided by 500 into 50. How much? 16,000 plus 360 Yeah, 360. So 16,360 is the loss. Okay, that loss occurred due to transportation problem here. So here, by abnormal loss. Abnormal loss, how much? 16,360. 16,360. Next, nothing could be recovered from the company. Okay, so out of these loss, 16,320, company is unable to recover anything as per the insurance company's policy. So here they didn't recover anything. Next comes to Narendra Trading Company. Dharwad took delivery of the remaining sets of which were in good condition. They paid good on rent rupees 510 and insurance rupees 300 for the above goods. They sent an account sales showing that 300 sets were sold at rupees 400 each and balance at rupees 380 each. That means they sold all the radio set here. Okay, so but they sold them on different prices. Okay, so first 300 set they sold on 400 rupees per piece and remaining balance 150 radio set for rupees 380. Okay, and also here next paragraph they said Narendra Trading Company have incurred 2,100 on sale promotion campaign on behalf of Murpec Radio Company. Narendra Trading Company are entitled to commission at 5% on sales. So commission we calculate it later, but what are the expenses incurred by consignee here? So that we will record here. Before that, how many goods they have received here? 450 they have received in total. Okay, so now here, 2 Narendra Trading Company. What are the expenses they incur? Just show them. First one, good on rent. How much they paid? 510 rupees. Then insurance 300 rupees and sales campaign, sales promotion charges, that is 2,100. Okay, so total 2,910 rupees. So this amount should be transferred to consignee's account here, Narendra Trading Company. So right here, by consignment account, total amount 2,910 rupees. So illi yadike e entry bandide. Why this entry is here? Because they paid expenses, mention that in bracket here. Expenses they incurred. Okay, now next paragraph, what it tells? Sale of consignment. So show that here, by sales Narendra Trading Company, okay, so in two different price they have sold them. Sales, first 300 set into 400 rupees, that is 12,000 rupees, and remaining 150 set at 380 rupees. So how much here? 150 into 380, 57,000. So total sales cost in rupees 1,77,000. So this amount should be debited to Narendra Trading Company here by to consignment account, in bracket sales 1,77,000. Okay, now we have to calculate commission of a consignee here. So at what percentage they are paying a commission here? 5% on total sales. Total sales. So what is the total sales here? 1,77,000 rupees. So second working note, calculation of commission. Okay. So that is the sales into percentage. That is 1,77,000 into 5%. Okay. How much? 1,77,000 into 5%. 8,850. Okay. So show it here. To Narendra Trading Company again. Narendra Trading Company in bracket commission. Commission 8,850. So saying here by consignment account. Consignment account commission. Total amount 8,850. Okay. So now, is there any other transaction here? No. All goods are sold out. So there is no balance of stock. So no need to calculate stock valuation here, value of stock. So make calculation of the profit they made and how much amount the consignee should send or pay to the consignor. Okay. So here we have charged almost everything here. How much he has paid and what is his commission on total sales. So remaining balance he should transfer to consignor. So just make total here 1,77,000. 1,77,000 debit total. Okay, what is credit total here? 2,910 plus 8,850. Hmm? 11,760. So what is the balance amount now here? 1,65,240. So this much amount he has to pay back to whom? Consignor. Okay, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು? Consignor ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. So we assume that he has paid it to the consignor by maybe bank draft or a check. So he cannot give cash here. So we assume that he has paid it by bank draft or check. So right here by bank account. So how much amount? 1,65,240. Okay. In bracket write final remittance. Final remittance balancing figure. Okay. So we have taken the balance there. So final remittance balancing figure. Okay. Now make total of this one. So here total 1,77,000 plus 16,360 and make total of each account here. 1,77,000. 1,77,000. So here 1,77,000 plus 16,360. How much? 1,93,360. Okay. Next 1,60,000 plus 3,600 plus 2,910 plus 8,850. 1,75,360. Okay, what is the difference here now? 1,93,360 minus 1,75,360. 18,000. So 18,000. 18,000. What here is it, a profit or loss? So here credit total is more, sales amount is more. So there is a profit here. They incurred profit. So write this side 2. This is a general profit. General profit on consignment business, which is transferred to profit and loss account of the consigner. So right here, general profit. How much? 18,000. In bracket, right? Profit transferred to P and L. So now make total of both the column here, that is total 1,93,360 and here 1,93,360. 1,93,360. Mr. Prakash of Bangalore sends a silk sarees costing rupees 20,000 to Mr. Arvind of Mumbai for sale on consignment basis. Prakash incurred expenses of rupees 200 and paid it. So here first two parties. First party is, that is consigner, is Mr. Prakash of Bangalore, and the consignee second party is Mr. Arvind of Mumbai. So Prakash send goods to Arvind to sell them on consignment basis, on commission basis. So here to record this entry first journal entry to record the goods sent to consignor, sent to consignee by consigner. So here the journal entry will be to show the goods sent. So first journal entry, consignment account. So consignment account is debited here, and which account is credited? The account which shows the goods on sent. So here we don't show any purchase or sales here. Okay, so we are transferring the goods. We are not selling any goods here. So credit account should be the account by which we can transfer that balance to trading account later. So we create separate ledger account here, that is called as goods sent on consignment account. So first journal entry to show supply of goods, consignment account debit rupees 20,000 to goods sent on consignment account, that is 20,000. Narration: being goods worth rupees 20,000 supplied to or consigned. Narration: being worth rupees 20,000. What he sent here? Sarees on to consignee. Okay. First journal entry to show goods sent on consignment basis to consignee, that is Mr. Arvind of Mumbai. Now, second journal entry to show how much expenses incurred by the consigner to send those goods to Mr. Arvind or the consignee. So here he spent rupees 200, so which is debited to consignment account. So remember here consignment account is just like a trading account. So all expenses are debited here. Okay, so here, and consigner in his book is recording the transaction. Whatever expenses he incurred here, it will be paid by him directly from his business. So cash account is credited here. Okay. So next journal entry, consignment. Consignment account, debit rupees 200 to cash account. Small amount is there, it will be paid by cash only. Being expenses paid. Close the entry. So here expenses. What expenses? Here freight charges or insurance or whatever. So second entry to show the expenses paid by the consignment. Okay, next what happens here? Let us read the problem continuously. Mr. Arvind on receiving goods accepts a bill for rupees 10,000 payable after 3 months, and the bill was discounted by Prakash at 6% per annum. So here, after receiving the goods for 20,000 here, Mr. Arvind has assigned a bill, that is bills receivable. To whom? Bills receivable to Mr. Prakash. It is bills payable to Mr. Arvind. So he signed a bill. So now we are making an entry in the books of Prakash consigner. So it is bills receivable to him. So bills receivable account is debited here. And which account should be credited? The one who has given it, Mr. Arvind. Okay. So to show the journal entry, to show bill. Okay. So now third journal entry, bills receivable account. Bills receivable account, debit to Mr. Arvind account for rupees 10,000. 10,000 being bill accepted by Arvind. Mr. Arvind. The bill was accepted by Mr. Arvind here. Okay, next what happens? Immediately receiving the bill from Arvind, Prakash discounted it. That means he has given to the bank and he has collected the amount. But he don't get entire 10,000 here. So he got 6% less. That is 10,000 into 6%. So how much amount he received there? 6% of 10,000. 600. Okay. So here that is 6, one more word they have mentioned here. Okay. 6% per annum they have mentioned. Is it 3 months? Payable after 3 months, and the bill was discounted by Prakash at 6% per annum. That means 6% discount will be given for 1 year, but that amount is being collected after 3 months itself, because the bill is given for 3 months. That means here for 3 months we have to calculate. So what to do here? 10,000 into 6% into 3 divided by 12. Okay, so that means 600 here, 600 into 3 divided by 12. How much? 150. How much? 150. 150. Okay, this is a discount. That means it is a loss to the consignment business here. So when bill is received, it is assumed that cash itself is received. So no more entry to show that receiving of cash. Just show the loss or discount. Okay. So here consignment account is debited. Consignment account debit rupees 152. Which account should be credited here? Discount account. Okay, so discount account rupees 150, being above bill discounted at 6% per annum. Okay, so which is payable after 3 months is discounted now only. Okay, so now next what transaction happens here? What they said, Mr. Arvind renders an account sales to the consignor showing the sales of rupees 22,000, and Arvind incurred expenses toward freight rupees 800, good on rent rupees 300, and insurance premium rupees 200. The stock of unsold goods was valued at rupees 8,000. Arvind is to get 10% commission on sales. That means here first entry to show that the goods sold by Mr. Arvind. Okay, so for how much amount he sold them? For 22,000. So first entry to show the sales. The goods are sold by Mr. Arvind. Okay, no sales account here. Arvind has sold the goods. He has the money with him. Okay, and consignment account is credited here. So when the goods are sent to him, consignment account is debited, and when the goods are sold, the consignment account is credited here. So as it is when sale is made, sale is an income to that consignment business. So as I said, consignment account is just like a trading and profit and loss account. Incomes are credited here. Okay, so first Mr. Arvind's account debit rupees 22,000 to consignment account 22,000, being goods sold for 22,000. Sorry, being goods sold by Mr. Arvind. Okay, and close the. So here the journal entry to show that Mr. Arvind has sold the goods. Now whatever expenses he has incurred to sell those goods, show that entries here. So expenses are paid by whom here? Arvind. So whether it should be debited to the consignment account or credited to the consignment account, because it is paid by whom? Mr. Arvind. So whoever might be paid that expenses, it affects the consignment business itself. So which is shown in consignment account. So consignment account must be debited here, and who is credited? Mr. Arvind's account, because actually he is the person who paid that expenses. So how much he has paid? First he paid rupees 800 on freight, and good on rate 300, that is 1100, and plus 200 insurance premium. So total he has paid 1,300 rupees. So the journal entry to show the expenses paid by Mr. Arvind here. So here, consignment account debit to Mr. Arvind's account. How much amount? 1,300. 1,300. Being sales or selling expenses paid by Arvind. selling expenses paid by Mr. Arvind. Okay, next. So after the sale has occurred, he is entitled for commission. Okay, so what commission here? 10% on actual sales. 10% on sales. So what is the total sales here? Total sales is 22,000. So on 22,000, 10% commission should be given. So on 22,000, okay, into 10 divided by 100, that is 2,200 commission is to be paid, payable, not paid at. Okay, so it is assumed that it has to be paid now. So is it the income or expenses to the consignment business here? So commission is the income to Mr. Arvind. So for the sale made by him. So it is an expenses to the consignment business. So here consignment account should be debited. Okay. And whose account should be credited here? Mr. Arvind. Okay. So here consignment account debit to Mr. Arvind's account. Okay, amount. So 2,200. Now being commission on sales payable to Arvind. Okay. Next journal entry to show or to transfer the goods which remains unsold. So here how many sarees, they are not mentioned the quantity here. Directly the worth of goods is given. How much worth goods are left with him. So no need to calculate value of stock or a proportion of unsold goods, proportion of non-recurring expenses of unsold goods. Nothing is necessary here because directly given in the problem 8,000 worth goods are left unsold with the consignee. So just to show that here journal entry. Okay, so here consignment account is credited and the stock is sent to our separate account is prepared to show that consignment stock. Okay, so here consignment stock account debit rupees 8,000 to consignment account rupees 8,000. Narration being stock transferred. Where it is transferred? It is transferred to consignment stock account. Okay. Next. So here we have sent the good or supplied the goods to Arvind. Arvind has sold the goods. He has paid bill of rupees 10,000. That is, he accepted the bill of 10,000, and then he made sale of 22,000, and he has incurred certain expenses. That is also shown. And next he has commission, so that is also shown here. And ultimately, finally, 8,000 worth goods are left unsold with the consignee. That is also shown here. Now it is time to calculate how much money or amount payable to the consignor by the consignee. Okay, so finally we show that our amount is received from him. Now just we have to calculate total sales of how much rupees here. One rough calculation. So total sales made by consignee is 22,000. On 22,000, to earn this 20,000, he has incurred 1,300 expenses. And just we take here 1,300 Then 2,200 commission he has earned. 2,200. Okay, total how much we have to pay him? How much amount? 22,000 sale. So here 3,500. 3,500 the expenses or commission which should be paid to him. So 22,000 minus 3,500, how much? 18,500. Now how much he has paid already? He has paid 10,000. That is bill he has given. So we assume that he has amount is collected because we have already discounted it. Okay, so 8,500 rupees. That much amount he has to give to whom? Consigner, Mr. Prakash. Okay, and we have to calculate one more thing, that is whether what is the general profit made by the consignment business. So how to calculate that? Just take the entries here. So 8,500 rupees has to be paid by consignee to the consigner. Now general profit, which should be transferred to profit and loss account. Okay, so just see where all consignment account is debited and where all consignment account is credited. Make total of both here. So first I will go for credit. So credit, only two entries are there. One is a sale, consignment account 22,000. So credit 22,000, and here one more, that is goods left unsold 8,000. So total here 30,000 on credit side. Okay. So next, where all it is debited. So consignment account 20,000 plus 200, and next here 1,300 and 2,200. So that is 3,500. So 20,200 plus 3,500. 20,200 plus 3,500. That is 23,500. So deduct it from this sum. 23,500. So how much the difference amount here? 6,500. So consignment account credit total 22,000 plus 8,000. Consignment account debit total the 23,500. So difference amount is 6,500. So credit is more here, means they made profit. So 6,500 is what here? Profit. Okay, which should be transferred to where? General profit and loss account. Okay, so debit the here first consignment account. Consignment account debit rupees 6,500 to general P and L account 6,500. So here narration, what is the narration? Being profit on consignment transfer to P and L account. Narration being profit on consignment transfer to P and L account. Okay, and next entry. So assuming that goods received from the cash received from Mr. Arvind. So this amount will be either paid by bank, check, or DD. So here when we receive cash from him, we assume that it has been debited to or credited to our bank account. Banker is the receiver here. So here bank account debit to Mr. Arvind's account. So 8,500 being final, or what we received here, final remittance made. Final remittance made. Okay, now all entries are over here. One entry is left. What is that? Okay, so here profit we have transferred to P&L account here, but this one, goods sent on consignment account, that is not closed yet. So your Arvind's account is also closed, consignment account is also closed, but Arvind, this goods sent on consignment account has not closed yet. Okay, that amount should be transferred to trading account. So where we can calculate gross profit. Okay, so transfer this one, goods sent on consignment account, debit 20,000 to trading account 20,000, being here narration, balance of goods sent on consignment transfer. Close the entry, and finally make the total of both debit and credit columns here. Okay, so these all entries will be passed when consignment business is made between two parties. Okay, and here there is no loss in this given problem. There is no abnormal or normal losses here. All goods are reached to Mr. Arvind. So he has received exactly the goods sent by Mr. Prakash here. No loss. So if loss is there, abnormal or normal loss, whatever, that entry also will appear in this journal entries. Okay.